Now, I'm getting ready to show you on how these higher interest rates, because once we get these sub-2 deals now, what is happening now is that the sub-2 deals are at higher interest rates, 5, 6, 7%. And they have to make sense financially or we can't get into the deal. But I'm going to show you how you can make even more money at the higher interest rates than at the lower ones. Are you ready? All right. So we have a $350,000 mortgage at 7%. $350,000 mortgage at 7%. And we're in a sub-2 deal where we're going to take over the mortgage. We get the property. We help the person who was distressed. We made the deal. We might have given them some money so that they can move also. And we brought their mortgage current. They were 3 months behind, getting ready to go into 4 months behind. And they found us and we were able to help them. So we've got what's called subject to the existing mortgage. So we're paying the mortgage now, but we own the property. We're paying their mortgage. We didn't take out a new mortgage. We're paying their mortgage, but we get the house. So we're putting a renter in and we're going to help them with moving expenses as well. How about that? Okay. So they don't get a bankruptcy. They don't get a foreclosure on their record. And they can walk away from the house with a little cash in hand because maybe they got laid off from their job. Now, here's what we're looking to do. I showed how at 7%, do you see these principal payments? They're $286 starting out, then $288, then $290. This is where they are at 7%. Now, a few months ago, somebody who picked up this sub-2 deal would have loved to get this at a lower interest rate because there was a time before when these interest rates were a lot lower. Okay? $350,000. Okay? $350,000. We're going to go over here, $350,000. Now, this is what it looked like a few months ago. Instead of 7%, it was 3%. Okay? It was 3%. The payment was $1,475.61. What is happening now? The rents are higher, so we can still make money. Okay, we can still make money because since the pandemic, the rents have gone through the roof, as well as the mortgage payments, as well as the interest rates. So the rents are going to offset the bigger mortgage payments that we have to pay. All right, number one. So we're looking at $1,475 here as opposed to $2,328. So remember, you don't want to get into this deal unless you're cash flowing and making money. All right. So if you're cash flowing and making money, then it's going to be good. But let's compare the two loans. Remember, your principal payment on the higher interest rate was $286 a month, $288 a month. And 1 year of all these principal payments added up was $3,555.36. If we prepaid that money, if we prepaid it, we could knock off a whole year, right? Now we're at 3%. And everybody thinks that we're better off at the 3%. But now I need you to take a look at the same loan at 3%. Now look at the principal payments. What? $600? To get rid of 1 month's worth of interest, to get rid of one line of the amortization schedule, I now have to come up with $600 at the lower interest rate. What? Look at this, folks. $288, $288, $290. As opposed to $602, $603. Now, my $3,500 barely takes off 6 months instead of 1 year. Can you see now that the higher interest rates, you may be uniquely positioned to take your reserve money and get a lot more equity a lot cheaper? Oh my goodness. This is phenomenal to look at it this way.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.